Welcome back, Patriots, and what a week it has been. And of course, the big news that everyone's going to be interested in is the arrest of Peter Mandelson. At long last, it's finally happened. Peter Mandelson, Starmer's best mate, Epstein's best mate, everyone's best mate, apparently. All the worst people knew him. He has finally been arrested. And we saw with the release of the Epstein files a series of documents that appeared to look very bad for him indeed. It appeared as though he was sharing market-sensitive information as well as more private documents with the late paedophile, sick, twisted bastard Jeffrey Epstein. And of course, it's a terrible look for Labour, when one of your big figures, a man right at the top of the party, who'd been flitting in and out for more than a decade and a half, government to government, administration to administration, gets in this much trouble with a man this evil. That is a very bad look for your party, and it makes you look very bad on the doorstep. This whole story has completely blown up since the release of the Epstein files by President Trump. And it's good that we're now seeing someone like Peter Mandelson with a real prospect of now facing justice. If these allegations are true, then he has betrayed Britain, he has betrayed the government, and he's betrayed you and me, the people. And that is utterly unacceptable. And if convicted, he should be serving life. He should be serving the maximum sentence. Such a heinous abuse of public trust must be punished in the harshest possible way. And if that means life imprisonment, then he should serve life. But beyond that, this is going to have very serious impact on the Labour Party too. You'll understand that in May, we're going to have the local elections. Today, right now, as I'm recording this, you'll probably be watching this a couple of days after, the Gorton and Denton by-election is going on. We don't know if Labour are going to win that. Again, at the time of recording, the ballots are still being cast. But there is a strong chance that Labour will start to suffer. There are reports of different members of the Labour Party, different canvassers, different political activists, saying that they are being described as, and I quote, the nonce party on the doorsteps by local people, voters, residents, many of whom will be out to vote in council elections and the next general election. That is not anything. That's not a reputation that the Labour Party wants to acquire for themselves. And the issue will only metastasise until they get a hold on this. And it doesn't look as though they are controlling this. They cannot hold back the massive tide of media frenzy over the Mandelson scandal. And as more information gets out, this story will only get bigger and the impact on the Labour Party will only increase. And it looks as though, at the moment, the Labour Party are thoroughly beholden to the media. They are constantly out defending their members, defending different people. Starmer was battling for his career only a few weeks ago regarding this Mandelson scandal. And it has almost brought down the Prime Minister. But it could easily bring down the Labour Party too. Keir Starmer appointed this man knowing of his serious issues. Keir Starmer understood when he made the decision to appoint Peter Mandelson that frankly his record was far from spotless. There were national security risks, and yes, he was closely tied with Jeffrey Epstein. There are no excuses to be made for that. And if Keir Starmer tries to make one, ignore him because he is lying like he always does. The way you know that Keir Starmer is lying is if his lips are moving. So, he lied to you about Mandelson, he lied to you about what he knew, and for all we know, members of the Labour Party could still be lying to us now. We have really no idea, which is why we need a full, open, transparent police investigation to get to the bottom of what happened with Peter Mandelson. How, why, when, and where were these documents shared? We need all the facts, all the information. And Keir Starmer tried to prevent these full files being released. Never forget that. Keir Starmer tried to obfuscate the truth. He tried to ensure that you would never get your hands on the full Mandelson files. Only after Parliament itself forced Keir Starmer into a corner and said, no, we want an independent review into these files and then we want them all to be published without your government deciding and filtering what information makes it to the public and what doesn't. That is undemocratic and that is wrong. And if the Labour Party try and do that, then we understand that they are dragging us even further into autocracy than we already are under this tyrannical Starmer regime. So Mandelson has been arrested, but will there be further information? Will there be more updates? Almost certainly. And we can only hope it brings down this government.